Yeah. Hi dear friends, once again welcome back to you all to my YouTube channel. So let us discuss once again the questions on current affairs. Which of the following is our potential benefit of direct seeding of rice, DSR methodology? Your options like the statements are like this: lower labor cost, seeds are never exposed to birds, rats and snails, the plants mature earlier than transplanted rice variety. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Now options are A, B, C, D. You can see the options on the screen. So the right answer here is C, 1 and 3 only. Why the right answer is C? Because 1 and 3, you can see 1 is lower labor cost and 3 is the plants mature earlier than transplanted rice variety. So the explanation goes like this: transplanting after repeated puddling is a conventional method of rice growing, while direct seeding means applying seed directly to the site where plants are wanted. Now, statement 1 is correct. Direct seeding requires less labor. Farmers do not have to prepare nursery, care for it, and pull the seedlings. Now statement 2 is incorrect. In direct seeding, the seeds are exposed to birds, rats and snails. There is also greater crop weed competition because rice plants and weeds are of similar age. Now statement 3 is correct because direct seeded plants mature 7 to 10 days earlier than transplanted rice. They are not subjected to stress like being pulled from the soil of the nursery to do to and do not need to reproduce fine rootlets. So let us go to the next question. Consider the following statements. One Sun, One World, One Grid is a global initiative of International Renewable Energy Agency, ARENA. Only nations situated between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn are eligible for membership of the International Solar Alliance, that is ISA. Now again friends, which statements above are correct? So your options, you know, A, B, C and D. Now let us see which one is the right answer. Now the right answer is D here. Why the right answer is D? Because statement 1 is incorrect. One sun, one world, one grid. OSOWOG is an initiative of Government of India through which India plans to push towards a global ecosystem of interconnected renewable energy resources that are seamlessly shared for mutual benefits and global sustainability. The initiative is planned across three phases: Middle East, South Asia, Southeast Asia, interconnection, solar and other renewable energy resources in rich regions, interconnection and global interconnection to achieve one sun, one world, one grid vision. The vision behind the one sun, one world, one grid mantra is the sun never sets and is a constant at some geographical location globally at any given point of time. Now statement 2 is incorrect because when the International Solar Alliance was announced in 2015, 121 nations situated between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn and receiving 300 days of sunlight were deemed eligible for membership. It was later opened for all UN member countries. Yeah. Let us go to the next one. Which of the following countries, once again, which of the following countries is part of the Chiang Mai Initiative? It's called Chiang Mai Initiative. Malaysia, China, Japan. Your options goes like this. It's either A, B, C and D, and the right answer here is D, all the above. Let us see why. All of the above are part of Chiang Mai Initiative. The Chiang Mai Initiative or CMI is the regional currency swap agreement, sorry, not agreement, I'm sorry, regional currency swap arrangement launched by the ASEAN plus 3, that is Japan, China, Hong Kong, South Korea countries in May 2000 at an annual meeting of the Asian Development Bank to address the short-term liquidity difficulties in the region and to supplement the existing international financial agreements. CMI is composed of the Asian swap, no, it's not Asian swap arrangement. Yeah, let me read it once again for you, or let me clarify here. CMI is composed of the ASEAN. I think I have already told you what is that ASEAN. A swap arrangement ASA among ASEAN countries and a network of bilateral swap arrangements, that is BSAs, among the ASEAN plus 3 countries. So dear friends, when I say here ASEAN plus 3, I have already read for you, that is Japan, China, Hong Kong, China plus Hong Kong, South Korea. So let us go to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding the COVID-19 demo days initiative. It aims to identify promising startups with potential COVID-19 innovation. The initiative is coordinated by the Atal Innovation Mission AIM or AIM by NITI Aayog. Now you should know which of the statement is correct. Your options are here A, B, C, D. So let us know. The right answer here is C, which means that both 1 and both 2 means both the statements are correct. Let us know why both the statements are correct. Like Atal Innovation Mission, which is called AIM by NITI Aayog, recently coordinated and concluded a series of virtual COVID-19 demo days, an initiative to identify promising startups with potential COVID-19 innovation and to further help them deploy and scale up their solutions nationwide. The initiative was launched in partnership with other government bodies, including Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology, Startup India, AGNI, and other ministries. Now, dear friends, you should also know that over 1000 COVID-19 related startups were put through 2 rounds of evaluation, from which more than 70 startups were shortlisted for the virtual COVID-19 demo days. A total of 9 demo days for medical devices, PPE, sanitization, technology solutions, etc. were held. These startups will receive support in the form of funding, access to manufacturing abilities, supply chain and logistic, and finding the right vendor and mentors. The next question. Considering the following statements regarding the finding of sample registration system of India. 1. Overall birth rate and infant mortality rate has declined in last decade in India. The maternal mortality rate has been stagnant at 130 since 2014 to 16 survey. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? Again friends, the options A, B, C and D. Let us go through the explanation here. The correct answer here is A, one only. Let us know why. The Sample Registration System (SRS) is a large-scale demographic survey for providing reliable annual estimate of infant mortality rate, birth rate, death rate, and other fertility and mortality indicators at the national and sub-national levels, conducted by Office of the Registrar General India. Recently, SRS bulletins with reference year 2018 have been released. Statement 1 is correct. Birth rate is a crude measure of fertility of a population and is a crucial determinant of population growth. It gives the number of live births per thousand population in a given region and year. Infant mortality rate is defined as the infant deaths less than 1 year per thousand live births in a given time period and for a given region. Both have been continuous decline in India in last decade. Now why statement 2 is incorrect? Because as per World Health Organization, maternal death maternal death is the death of a woman while pregnancy or within 42 days of termination of pregnancy, irrespective of the duration and site of the pregnancy, from any cause related to or aggravated by the pregnancy or its management, but not from accidental or incidental causes. Maternal mortality ratio, which is also called as MMR, is defined as the number of maternal deaths during a given time period per 1 lakh live births during the same time period. It has also declined significantly in India.